I'm back. I'm back. Happy New Year, you beautiful ones. Thank you for joining me today. I just wanted to chat a little bit and share my 2025 objectives with all of you and let you know I love you and I appreciate you and I'm so glad you're here. I wanted to send a special thank you to everyone who got a holiday reading. Oh my goodness, I was so busy with those throughout the holiday season, and the act of creating those holiday readings brought me so much of a sense of meaning and purpose, and it brought reason to the season, and it brought so much joy to me. And I'm so thankful and I'm so grateful. And I loved especially the 2025 year ahead highlights forecast reading so much that I'm still going to offer it through Valentine's Day. If anyone wants it, I'm going to offer $25 off. So that would be a $50 reading. It's a look at what 2025 is for you according to your chart in astrology. Those ones were so fun for me. Out of all of the holiday readings, those ones were the most fun for me. Loved every minute of them. I just finished a day of filming. This is my last video I'm filming today, even though it'll probably come out first. And so today I filmed content on traditional perspectives on the nodes, which are highly different than the modern teachings. So I'm really excited to share those with all of you. They've been really life-affirming for me as ideas to work with. I also filmed a video about human design and gene keys and how to gain greater specificity about the enactment of your North Node using your human design chart as a guide. And that also has been really enriching for me. I mean, just super eye-opening. It's taken me months to integrate the understandings of my nodes through the lens of human design, but I think that's a good thing. You know, there's so much richness there. So I have a video where I'll walk you through how to do that process. And I also filmed a video today about learning to live one day at a time and really coming into the present moment and the healing power of that, particularly for anyone that struggles with worry, fear, stress, or anxiety. Being here now. In this moment where all is well and everything is okay. I'm seeing the beautiful sunshine reflecting on the snow outside the window. I'm here in a beautiful room. I have the opportunity to speak to all of you, which is a great joy and blessing. All is well. And every moment is a now moment. Tomorrow never comes. So if you're good in this now moment, you're good. Anyway, that's like a little preview of that video. But I wanted to share with you my 2025 goals. These are for my life as a whole, not just for the YouTube channel. I think it's not here on the list, but in some strange way, I really want you guys to know me a little bit more, like to just be real and authentic with you. I think I've been blessed that some people have shared with me the impact of my life on their life. And something that has surprised me is that people have said it's not just the messages from spirit that have been life transforming for me, but it's knowing you and seeing how you live your life. That really surprised me. But it made me think maybe if I share more about my life with you, then maybe somehow it could help you, or we can just grow closer together. So here's my real goals for this year, no filter. And I think I don't know, like I wasn't gonna do it like this, I don't really know, but I was gonna give myself grace and allow myself time to come up with priorities for the year. and it was like New Year's Eve, and I was talking to my brother-in-law, who I've known since I was 14. That's when he and my sister first started dating. So he's definitely part of the family. And he's like, nope, if you're gonna do New Year's resolutions, like you gotta do it tonight by midnight. And I was like, what? So like I went and I sat down and I was like, okay, right now, like my mind and body's gonna tell me what are the priorities for the year, and it did. So the first thing that came to mind was I really want to host a monthly guest on my channel. So I know it probably came across as like really random when I did like an interview with Shannon, who is the author of the Oracle deck, Love is Always the Way. And I did that in January, but that was part of that goal. I know so many beautiful people, and I don't know, I just feel inspired to have these conversations. I want to host a podcast, like a proper podcast. I'm hoping to enroll in a community college course on podcasting in the spring, so that I can put out like a podcast on like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and just get a little more information about how to do that well. But in the meantime, like I'll be hosting a monthly guest on the channel for a little bit of a variety of content. So for February, we'll either have Aina from the Ride Seattle. She is a shaman, but also a spin instructor, and she founded her own business and was even rated as like one of the top 10 female entrepreneurs last year. Or I may have Colin back again. Colin and I did a talk on empaths a couple of years ago. He is a manifester in human design, and I want to interview him about his experience and see what he has to say. That's a unique experience. So host a monthly guest on my channel, 12 guests this year. That feels really good. The second thing is develop a thriving community of over 10,000 subscribers. So this one, I mean, this was my goal for last year, and I just took 6 weeks off from YouTube. And part of the reason why I did that is because I was so immersed in the experience of my holiday readings that I didn't have sufficient time or energy to film. But also, I had to be honest with myself that I put in a ton of work, and I was very consistent, and you know, I did the right things like last year, but I still didn't reach my goal, because my goal was to reach 10,000 subscribers. And there were months last year where I worked really, really hard and I only lost subscribers. So I had to take a step back and really think about what I'm doing and why I'm doing it and how I want to do it. I still want to reach 10,000 subscribers, but the part of this that is important, sorry, they're bulldozing the snow outside, is develop a thriving community of over 10,000 subscribers. So I want to bring energy back to the channel. I want that sense of thriving, that sense of aliveness, that sense of connection. I've had it before. I've had a lot of different channels, like going all the way back to my undergrad, and I probably had like 5 or 6 channels, and I've definitely had ones that are growing and thriving. So I know what the energy feels like, and I believe we can and will reach 10,000 subscribers this year. My next objective for the year is to strengthen the relationships that nourish and uplift me. So I have a 7th house north node, so this one's key for me. I realize that I have a tendency to give a lot of time and energy to sort of whoever screams the loudest. Like whether that's clients, family, friends, like but it depletes me very often. So I made a goal this year to pay attention to the people in my life that like uplift me, and where I feel nourished like after interacting with them, and to devote more time and energy, even though it may mean that I'm sometimes ignoring people that are screaming really loud, but really deplete me. So that's a radical objective for the year, but that's one of my objectives. My next one is to improve my health. So I experience a lot of illness, as you guys know, and that's part of my journey right now. Perhaps it won't be forever. Perhaps I'll have a dramatic positive turnaround, a miraculous healing. I think that's very possible for me. I really do. Like, I really do. I really do. But for this year, specifically, you know, my goal has been to reduce pain. I thought I would spell it out. Like, I want to reduce my pain, improve my quality of sleep. So we're already like a month into the year. This has happened like a lot. Like, I set the intention to improve my sleep quality, consistency, and duration. It's really weird because I synced up to a totally different circadian rhythm, but it's consistent and high quality sleep. So I think it's the manifestation of this. And also to improve my digestion. Being as someone who has like over 200 food allergies, digestion isn't always easy. But I've already taken steps to make this so. And so I've already progressed quite a bit in that regard. I set the intention to slow down. This I've progressed already quite a bit, and enjoy each task and each day. So I recognized last year that my best days, some days just being thrown in the thick of it and just like feeling overwhelmed and just like, oh, like so alive is good. But normally my best days were like the days where I could take life at a pace where I was like mindful and present with each task, like really going slowly. I call it time abundance. Like a feeling there's more than enough time to meet each moment with love and understanding. And whether it's like something simple like washing a dish or sending an email to a client or being on a phone call, like where I'm not like rushing ahead. So really slowing down. I think as soon as I wrote this on this piece of paper, like it started to happen. Because I've noticed a dramatic change this year. The next thing is create consciously, mindfully, and intentionally. I hope you can't hear the bulldozer too much. I do a lot of creation. You know, fundamentally, my audio readings especially are very creative. I receive the messages. Some psychics just blah it out, you know, they just pass on the messages, and that's fine. That isn't what I do. You know, I try to deliver the messages with love and joy. I overlay music designed to help and to heal. I create custom quotes and graphics for my clients to remind them of the quotes from their guides, like something to carry with them from their readings. Like, it's so highly creative. And so for me, like, an objective is to create consciously, mindfully, and intentionally. To never begin a reading without an intention for how that reading will impact the individual, for example. Or the same thing like with my one-on-one calls. Or the same thing with like cooking a meal. You know, create consciously, mindfully, and intentionally. And I've done that with my meals too. Like, different meals have different intentions for me. Like, you know, the desire for it to nourish me or energize me or bring me calm or bring me peace or, you know, fuel my cells or whatever. Like I put intentions into the food. The next thing is to implement my human design masterfully, particularly my strategy, authority, and digestion, but also the whole chart. Human design is an experiment, and it's been a great experiment in my life. And again, my best days are the days that I follow my strategy to respond as a generator, my emotional authority, my digestion type. Like, those are the best days. And I've progressed again in this one as well already. I can see the impacts already this month. Significantly. I think like it's so wonderful, the powerful positive impacts of following my strategy and just responding. It's been amazing. Oh, my battery is going down. Okay. The next thing is attract new clients who can benefit tremendously. I love doing first readings. Like with a client, like I always feel like my clarity about their journey is greatest at the beginning before I know anything about them. And I know there's people out there who can like benefit a lot from the way that I do the readings. So I want to attract those people to me and change their life positively and uplift their spirit. Next thing is improve my well-being with medical care and therapy. So like I'm already going to doctors anyway, like really make sure that it's improving my well-being. I got a therapist, a beautiful therapist at the end of last year, and I just want to benefit maximally from that experience. Greatly improve my well-being. I'd like to embrace opportunities to speak. And this is the main thing that's missing from my life that was once there. I used to give speeches multiple times a week and it lit me up like firework. Like I loved speaking. So I want to share my messages joyfully and just embrace any and all opportunities to speak. I put express myself creatively. This is a way of living. This not just like a creative activity or hobby, but to look at life as creation itself and live creatively. My next thing is to embody a state of abundance and financial security. I have an undefined spleen center in human design, and I can get like really frightened, you know, when bad news comes out about like financial markets and stuff like that, or when I have a little bit of a lull or like a slow in business and feel like really afraid. And so I found out this is actually my North Node destiny in human design is to embody a state of abundance. And so that was wild. I didn't know that when I put this on the list, but there's a state of being when we feel safe, secure, abundant. I'd like to embody that state of being. Oh, okay, I think we have a moment left. And the final thing for me is utilize and enjoy the free resources in my community. Whether it's like just, I don't know, like anything that's free and available to me. There's so many different events. There's things through the library, there's things through hospitals. Like, I think just the idea of like, I guess this came as a result of the one before, like embodying a state of abundance very often is recognizing the blessings that are already free and available. And so like harnessing what is free and available in my environment and like really receiving that and the abundance of that, I feel that will make me have a better year. So here's my little list. And I enjoyed sharing it with you. I have this little look at, I love like looking at beautiful things. So do you guys like this? It's like a little cup, like the disco ball or like the New Year's ball. I got this at Hobby Lobby. I'm still, all throughout January, I'm celebrating the new year. And I have like Happy New Year banners up and all kinds of stuff. I like to change out everything monthly. So I've been gathering up all the hearts and all the February stuff. But for now, I'm still enjoying January. Anyway, thank you for sticking with me and watching today and learning about my objectives for the year. I wonder what are your objectives? Are you also trying to strengthen the relationships that uplift you? Are you also trying to become more mindful and enjoy each task? Are you also trying to attract new clients who can benefit tremendously? Sometimes I just feel out there in the world, like all over the world, these little people that are like waiting to hear from their guides and to hear the music and to be uplifted and to be inspired on their journey. And I'm like, I just feel them there. Do you know what I mean? Are you seeking to embrace the opportunities that you have to speak and share your message joyfully? I hope so. Whatever it is that you're seeking to do this year, I'm asking God, Source, the universe, the guides, and the angels to support you in making it so, and to help you thrive and prosper in your endeavors. And yeah, may we all enjoy our experiences fully and richly as possible, and feel safe and secure as we walk these human paths, and create beautifully in this dimension and live out our purpose and divine destiny. I wish that for all of us. If anyone would like a reading or call, I will link the details in the description and in a pinned comment below. I would love to connect with you and hear from you. And I just thank you so much for watching today and for being here on the channel. Many, many blessings to you. Many, many blessings to all of you. Namaste. Bye. Have a great day. Go out there, be a beautiful person in the world, pay someone a smile, pay them a compliment, be a kind stranger, and you will change the world very positively. Bye.